What's up, everybody? JT Dangerous here once again. I am back for my World Series 2017 predictions. Now, we started with 10 teams in the quest for the World Series championship, and now we are down to the final 2 to see who will win this year's World Series, featuring the American League champions, the Houston Astros, looking to win their first World Series in their franchise's history, versus the National League champions, looking to win their 7th World Series and their first since 1988, the Los Angeles Dodgers. So I could not wait to do this prediction, and I hope you guys do enjoy this. Now, our record coming into this World Series prediction after our last Major League Baseball postseason predictions we did, which were the League Championship Series, we went a perfect 2-0. So our overall record coming into this one final prediction for the World Series, we went 6-2. So I'm pretty happy that we are going to have a winning record in our first year doing these Major League Baseball postseason this year. I'm very happy that everything went the way I thought it was going to go. So hopefully in this video I will get this last pick right. Hopefully. Now, before I begin, I do want to thank you guys so very much for watching all the videos up until this point, especially the videos that I put up on Monday that you guys are watching or still watching today. My TLC predictions, which TLC is this Sunday live on the WWE Network. My college football predictions, which college football is still going on right now. And our NFL predictions. So again, thank you guys so very much for watching all of those videos or still watching, and also supporting it by watching the video, liking it, and of course commenting your guys' opinions, because your opinions are always welcome on this channel. And I do also want to thank you guys so very much for watching all of these Major League Baseball postseason predictions I put on my channel. I know this was a very new thing to the channel, but thank you guys so very much for showing your support on every one of these videos. And hopefully you guys will show your team spirit, your teams representing your guys' team in the comment section below with these two. Again, thank you guys so very much. Now, we are at 200 plus subscribers on the channel, so I do want to thank you guys so very much for supporting the channel. To new subscribers, thank you guys for super kicking that subscribe button, and welcome to the Dangerous Lines. It's absolutely great to have you guys here. And to my longtime subscribers, thank you guys for sticking around, supporting the channel, and as always, killing it. Now, this is your first time watching my channel as a first-time viewer, and this is your first video. Boy, you picked a good one if you're a Major League Baseball fan who's ready for the World Series. Welcome to the Dangerous Lions. I am JT Dangerously, and welcome to the club, because this club is just to whoop whoop. Again, thank you guys so very much. Now, other than that, let's get right into this World Series prediction. Now, I'm going to start off with the American League champions, the Houston Astros, who are coming off a big, huge win in Game 7 at home against the New York Yankees, knocking them off, making it to their second ever World Series appearance. Now, like I said, they're looking to rewrite what happened in the 2005 World Series, which they were the National League champions, facing the Chicago White Sox, in which the White Sox swept them and won their first World Series in how many years. So Houston is trying to rewrite history. They're trying to win their franchise's first World Series championship. Now, players to look out for in this year's World Series, you cannot say enough. These guys definitely helped the Astros get here to the Fall Classic. Now, players like looks like to be the American League MVP, Jose Altuve, with 4 home runs and 4 RBIs. I think he had a home run tonight, so that adds more to that total. And Carlos Correa with 3 home runs and 9 RBIs. Evan Gradas had a home run in that game to give the Astros the lead tonight against the Yankees. So big-time players showed up in that big-time game, especially it's Game 7. And so those are the big-time players to look out for this young and talented Houston Astros batting rotation. Now their pitchers. Now, their pitchers are definitely their bread and butter. They live and die by their pitching. And these big-time pitchers showed up in this series for sure. Starting off with Justin Verlander, especially in Game 1. He had, especially in Game 3, excuse me, he had that great I think it was Game 1, excuse me, it was Game 1 when he had that 14 strikeout game, that complete Game 5 hitter in Game 1 to give him that 1-0 lead in the Yankee series. He's coming in 4-0 with a 2.04 ERA. Dallas Keuchel with a 2-1 record with a 2.60 ERA. Morton, who pitched tonight's Game 7, had just a lights-out game for the Astros, so you got to look out for Ken Morton. And their closer, Ken Giles, was 2 for 3 in save opportunities. So when the Astros have a lead in the late innings, Ken Giles is the way to go for the Houston Astros. And again, the Houston Astros deserve to be here. Now, the only flaw I see in the Houston Astros coming into this World Series is, yes, they're perfect at home at Minute Maid Park. They haven't lost a game at home. The downside is they haven't won on the road as often as they should, because if you cannot win on the road when it comes to the World Series, it's going to be a short series for you. And I think Houston definitely needs to wake up on the road. They can wake up as much as they want at home, but there's not a lot of games you're going to be playing at home in the World Series against the Dodgers, because you're going to be playing maybe the 3, 4, and 5 at Houston. So, but this is a 7-game. Looks like to be a 7-game series. So Houston has to wake up on the road to get those bats heating up outside of Minute Maid Park. That's maybe the only downside to the Houston Astros coming into this World Series. And then on the other side, you have the National League champions, the Los Angeles Dodgers, coming off a 5-game finish up of the World Series champions of last year, the Chicago Cubs. They're coming in rested. They haven't played since Thursday, so they've just been watching to see who they're going to be facing. Now, I think they do have home field advantage throughout the World Series, so the first 2 games will be in LA and Chavez Ravine. And we also know who's going to be starting game 1 for the Dodgers is going to be Clayton Kershaw. So it looks like it could be Clayton Kershaw versus Justin Verlander in game 1 of the World Series. So huge game 1 for sure. Now, players to look out for this Dodgers team: Yasiel Puig, a home run and 6 RBIs. Justin Turner, who had that huge game in game 3 to give them the 3-0 lead against the Chicago Cubs with 3 home runs and 12 ribbies. Chris Taylor with 2 home runs, 4 RBIs. The rookie Cody Bellinger with 2 home runs, 4 RBIs. And Austin Barnes with a home run and 3 ribbies. Now, in that National League Championship Series, Corey Seager did not play, their shortstop. Now, I did hear some good news that he's been throwing the ball, he's been practicing, and it does look like he may be back for the Dodgers in their rotation. And that is huge, because a lot of people were saying Corey Seager not being in that NLCS roster for the Dodgers definitely hurt them, but it looks like they did good without him. But now with him, look out, because this Dodgers team is gonna lit up the Houston Astros in this series. I have that funny feeling. Then you look at their pitching, and their pitching is top notch. Of course, they have their ace Clayton Kershaw starting game 1 with a 2-0 record and a 3.63 ERA, looking to shut out the naysayers and say that he can't win when it matters most in the clutch and in the postseason. And he's proven a lot of people wrong. But if he can win game 1 against, hopefully it looks like it's going to be Justin Verlander, they'll shut up a lot of naysayers about him. Also, Yu Darvish, who they picked up from the Texas Rangers in the trade deadline, and that definitely bolstered their pitching rotation with a 2-0 record and a 1.59 ERA, and their closer, Kelly Jansen, who is 3 for 3 in save opportunity this season. When the Dodgers get a lead late, 7th, 8th, 9th, Kelly Jansen is the way to go if you're a Dodgers fan, if you want to get that 1-2-3 inning. Now, with manager Dave Roberts, what a hell of a year he's having in LA, the former Boston Red Sox and world champion, who's been here before as a player, now coming in as a manager. He is having one of his best seasons, and I do believe he should win the National League Coach of the Year. I think he absolutely deserves it, this Dodgers team. Everybody was talking about them in the regular season, that first half of the regular season, everybody's saying this Dodgers team has to make it to the World Series, and they have to win it, because if they don't win it, it would be a bust. It would be a wasted season. Now, second half they struggled, but the postseason they showed up where it matters most, and that's in October. So coming from me in this World Series, and I see this series going 6, maybe 7 games, and this one could be as good as last year's World Series with the Indians and Cubs. So coming from me, man, this one's really tough, because Houston, especially at home, they're good. But like I said, on the road, they have their problems, and their bats usually falter. If they can't win on the road, this series is going to be it's going to be over in 5 or 6. So, man, coming from me, I'm going to take the Los Angeles Dodgers to win. I think they've waited long enough. They've been waiting since 1988. Nearly 30 years they've been waiting for a championship in the city of Los Angeles. I think they're way overdue again. Winning their first franchise's championship is a big accomplishment, but waiting since 1988 for a championship speaks a lot of volumes to me, because when teams haven't won for that long, that they tug at me, because those kind of teams wait that long for a championship. Being a Red Sox fan, waiting 80 plus years for our world championship, seeing the Cubs win their first world championship in over 100 years, those kind of moments are special for sure. So coming from me in this World Series, I am taking the Los Angeles Dodgers to defeat the Houston Astros and win their 7th World Series. And those are my World Series 2017 predictions. I hope you guys did enjoy this World Series prediction this evening. Comment below, who do you have winning this year's World Series between the Houston Astros and the Los Angeles Dodgers? If you're a Houston Astros fan, represent your team in the comment section below and say how many games will it take for your Houston Astros to win their first franchise's World Series in the comment section below. And if you're a Dodgers fan, represent yourself in the comment section and say how many games will it take to have your Dodgers win their 7th World Championship. Let's have a conversation about them all. I'm always on to see your comment, like it, and of course reply right back to you, because comments are absolutely always welcome on this channel. Now, I do want to thank you guys so very much for watching this year's Major League Baseball postseason predictions on my channel. Again, it's all thanks to you guys that you guys are making this possible. So again, thank you guys so very much for watching. And of course, before you go, you can never forget to do this. That like button, comment, share with your friends. Of course, super kick that like button like only you guys can. Of course, you can never forget to do this as well. That subscribe button, become part of this bigger and dangerous alliance. I will see you guys Monday for 2 big videos. Later days and peace.